Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our SEUNGWOO career mode series here today. We are looking at our first game against Malaga. As I said in the last episode, we are definitely looking to score more goals and get more assists so that we can get closer to making our goals for this season. We definitely had pretty heightened goals, in my opinion, for this season given by the manager, but at the same time I still think it is possible to do, but our time is running out. I believe we only have 8 more games left in the season minus the Champions League, which in the last episode I did say that we got knocked out of because of the 1-1 draw against Marseille, but that was actually false. Wasn't paying attention to when I cut out that game and ended up cutting the back end of the game that I simulated. So it ended up being, I believe we won 3-2, which obviously allowed us to win on aggregate, and we did move forward. So in the Champions League, we will be playing against PSG, we being Barcelona, not me, because good old Luis Suarez is still ahead of us. So a little bit of a surprise here at the end of the episode as well. Big games coming up in the future. I'm sure you guys kind of have figured out what games are coming up based on the games that have already happened that we're waiting for at the end of the season. So in this episode, I believe we fully clinch the Champions League spot and the Europa League spot, obviously in the league, and here in the next couple games we should be clinching the title. We have a pretty hefty lead against Real Madrid, and it'll definitely help here. Just a beautiful pass into the path of Vidal, who just smashes it with like every bit of power he had into the top left corner, giving us a 1-0 lead. You know, I was thinking I could have held on to this ball and taken a shot myself, but he was just on such a good run that I knew if I laid that ball off to him, there was no reason for us not to score there, and I did need the assist, as I was saying in the beginning of the episode here. Honestly thought that the striker had gone through and scored on us. Really surprised that it did not end up going through here. I just wanted to focus the camera on me to try to get that ball onto my head, but it ended up going or staying pretty close to the ground and not being able to get back to me. And I still have yet to figure out how to get past this. I don't know if I want to call it a glitch or just a fault in the game, but anytime I call for the ball, it's only a pass. It's never a cross or a lob, so it is really disappointing that I can't play like that. It changes the way I need to play pretty heavily in this game, because I am tall enough to win headers. I have a good enough header rating that I think I can pull it off, along with my attacking positioning. So these are definitely things that I think I could improve in the game, and I could be scoring more goals if it would let me do so. So a little disappointing that I still haven't figured that out. Definitely need to look into it a little bit more. If you guys have any ideas, make sure you leave that in the comment section below. Always looking for a little bit of a critique or help in situations like that for me to get through. Here we have a game against a game against PSG. Looking at their squad, they managed to bring in Pjanic and Pogba into the squad, so the team's definitely looking really good at PSG. Obviously, having Pogba and Matuidi is incredible for their midfield, so this was definitely going to be a hard game for us nonetheless. We end up coming out of the game with a 1-1 draw, giving us the away goal lead in the series so far. So going into the next game in the following week, it's definitely going to be interesting to see if we can hold on to that lead and end up progressing into the quarterfinals of the cup. So hopefully we can move forward with that. Back in the league, obviously I'm able to play again. This is a game against Granada here in the 7th minute. We had a pretty early opportunity to score. Really disappointed not to put that into the net. Tried to go near post because I figured it would be the most OP way of scoring. Ended up not working out for me. I think I would have been better off pushing that out into the opposite side of the goal, but I just didn't want to end up smashing it across the face of goal. So disappointed not to score there, but I knew opportunities were definitely going to come against a weaker Granada squad. So talking about the team a little bit, we're playing better, we're playing stronger, things are definitely more comfortable with the team. The more I play the Barcelona way, the more passing we do as a team, the better we play, the more goals we score. with me on the team, I still don't feel like we're playing at full potential. I don't think I leave it in this episode, but there is a period of time where obviously I was looking at these stats of what I needed to do for my targets. And if you guys do want to see the targets that I'm actually failing, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to put that in there. It's just not something that I feel like showing because I'm not hitting the goals, so it's a little disappointing to look at every time. But if you guys do want to see the goals that I should be hitting week in, week out, definitely let me know. Here in the 45th minute, we had another opportunity to score, but keeper comes up with another massive save and keeps us at 0-0 going into the second half. But as I was saying, with the team right now, like I said, the more we play as Barcelona, the stronger of a team we are, obviously. Whenever I'm not in the game, we're definitely scoring more goals. Suarez is able to do a lot. As you see in this game, we only have 35% possession, so it kind of puts us in a really awkward spot. Here in the 52nd minute, we actually managed to grab the second goal of the game with Vidal, just putting us in a good spot and taking the lead so that we can solidify this game pretty out and out. And that was another situation where we played a more of a Barcelona way. We passed the ball, I want to say like 12 times in the midfield, and then pushed that out to Vidal, and he was just able to smash it into the back of the net, kind of similar as his goal into the previous game. So definitely a way we need to play for sure in the future. Here we get a bunch of attributes because we did complete our 50th match for the career, and that allows us to move up to 84 rated. So we have moved up 6 attribute points, or overall attribute points, this season alone, which is incredible. So we're progressing really well. Now, that being said, I don't know how much longer I can stay at Barcelona. I may end up leaving the club again, maybe on a permanent deal instead of a loan this time. You guys are going to see the PSG match come up here, but it's an idea that I'm kind of flirting with right now. I think I can play better in another team. A team that can focus a little bit more on a sole striker instead of a full team effort. And that's not saying that I don't know how to play in terms of the Barcelona way. I think I could still definitely do it. So I'm not giving up for good. I definitely want to come back to Barcelona, but as of right now, I don't think I'm a strong enough player for this team. I think with Suarez, unless he leaves, I need to be in this team week in, week out to fully get back into control with this team. I need to be playing with the strongest players on the pitch. I need to be playing in the Champions League. I need a lot of these things to fall into place. Suarez isn't really happy right now, obviously, because I am starting week in, week out for the league. So it is possible that he ends up leaving the team. But at the same time, if I'm staying and we've lost Neymar and Suarez, I feel like the team is definitely in a weaker spot because of it. And I don't know if I want to see Barcelona end up doing that, because if we sell Suarez, I don't really know where he's going to go. It's possible he ends up going to Bayern to play with Neymar, making Bayern definitely the best team in the world and making us playing in the Champions League a lot harder. So not really sure what I want to do. We'll see with the transfer window that is coming up pretty soon, how things end up playing out. Hopefully we can stay in the team and also have Suarez stay in the team, or maybe I move on depending on an offer that I get. Obviously I had the Wolfsburg offer come through in January, but I was looking for a little bit better of a deal. If I am going to leave the team, I want to go to a team that's going to still kind of suit my play style, like Barcelona. Maybe go to a team like Arsenal in the Premier League, or go to a team like Dortmund in Germany, and go to a team like Juventus maybe in Serie A. More so a team like Napoli probably would fit me a little bit better, but we'll see. If offers come through that I'm actually interested in, we'll definitely look at it and think about and actually end up leaving this team for now. Definitely not going to say that we're going to leave them for good. I know I just talked through that entire game, but nothing really happened. It was a pretty boring match. Wasn't really able to do anything. We ended up tying that game 0-0. And here against Deportivo, they ended up pulling me because I didn't score in that last game. Suarez is able to grab 2 goals. Turan is able to score 2 goals, and Rakitic grabs a goal for himself as well. Here is the little bit of, I guess, of a surprise, quote unquote, for this series. Not Adriano getting suspended, that's inevitable, but the big surprise is that we will actually be playing against Real Madrid in the next episode. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and until the next one, I'll see you guys later.